Some jobs are being created in an unexpected place, an auto plant near Detroit. Bloomberg's own Shannon Pettypiece traveled to her home state, Michigan, to find out how GM is making a low-cost car in the U.S.
This is the new GM. Small cars made in lean manufacturing plants by American workers. It's all part of an experiment that GM's turnaround is heavily dependent on. This is where GM's making the Chevy Sonic. It's one of the only subcompact cars ever made in America. At a price tag of just $14,000, a car like this would normally be made by lower-cost workers outside the U.S. The reason this is now possible is because of GM's two-tier pay structure with the United Auto Workers. About 40% of union workers at the Lake Orion plant make about $16 an hour. That's roughly half what the more senior workers make. Local governments chipped in, giving GM almost $500 million worth of tax credits and job training funds over 20 years. GM also shaved costs by making the 28-year-old plant more energy efficient. It will save $1 million a year, powering much of the factory with gas from a local landfill. But even with those cost savings, GM says it knows the challenges of making a profitable subcompact car.
Everyone understands the historical impact, if you will, of being able to do a small car here in North America, something no one else has had the gumption to even go after to date. And all that is not pressure, that's excitement.
It's also a gamble for the UAW. Some of its members protested the wage cut and are afraid it will become a model for all workers. But UAW Vice President Joe Ashton remains optimistic.
If GM's a success, we're a success. The more cars GM sells, the more workers we have. Right now, just about every GM worker that was laid off is called back to work.
So far, GM's experiment with the Sonic is off to a good start. The first Sonic went into production in August, and later this year, the same plant's 1,700 workers will start making the Verano, a smaller model Buick.
This is a challenge that they've given us, and it's a great opportunity for us to show them we can do it.
Shannon Pettypiece, Bloomberg, Lake Orion, Michigan.
And you know, Deirdre, I drove this car while I was out there, and it really doesn't drive like your typical subcompact car. It doesn't have that tin canny feel, so, you know, very comparable to other compact cars out there.
All right, Shannon, Bloomberg's own favorite Wolverine. What are strategists saying about if it's going to be successful or not?
Well, a lot of it's going to depend on whether GM and labor can continue working together. They've reached this deal where some of the workers make a lower wage. That's a contentious point. They're in contract negotiations right now. Contract expires September 14th, so they've got to be able to continue to work together. UAW gives some things up, and GM makes some accommodations as well. That's going to be crucial here.
I'm glad you made the trip home, Shannon, to get the story for us. Thanks very much. Bloomberg's own Shannon Pettypiece, just back from GM, as you saw her there talking about its new strategy, some of its new smaller products on offer here in the U.S.